welcome. This is the first time I'm going live on this channel. So hopefully all the tech works. If anyone is joining live, please do let me know, as well as where you're joining from. I would love to hear or read your comments while you're live. So welcome. This, if you haven't met me before, my name is Jessen, and I guess I'm super passionate about bringing the new Earth, the golden age, back onto this planet because I know that it used to be here a long time ago. I have had channelings about Lemuria, especially, I was going to say Atlantis, but more Lemuria. And so, yeah, I do channelings, and I love to offer the space for people to really come back to their own center, their own authenticity, and ultimately live a life that's more aligned for them in their own reality and beyond their own individual lives. Really start recreating heaven on earth, the kind of society, planetary existence that we really enjoy living in and thrive in. And again, not just on an individual level, but a rebuilding system so that we are all able to thrive, so that all our needs are taken care of, instead of the current system, which if you're here, I don't need to tell you what is not working with the current system. And in a way, all the craziness that happens, I feel, helps make it really clear and obvious what is not working, so that those systems get dismantled ultimately. But I've also, especially since the 8/8 portal, have been feeling that it's so important to now focus on what we want to create. And it's been an ongoing thread. I, in my personal life, have also still had lots of challenges that I've needed to face and work through. So it's not like the old is just gone. But the more we can put our energy and attention on what we want to create, and the more we can really anchor that energy into the here and now, the more powerful it gets, especially when we've done the clearing work of the past old toxic patterns. And yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to do this work. That's why I'm here really with this new offering, which is not so new because already 2 years ago I had received the channeled message or the impulse that it was time to start gathering all the light worker, the star seeds, all the people that do the inner healing work, that want to create a new reality. It's really, and again, that was pretty much exactly 2 years ago that I received that message already, that it was really important to start gathering all of our energies so that we can amplify the healing energies and really put energy towards creating the new earth. Obviously, I didn't start this series back then. I'm starting it now because I feel like we're in a really potent portal again. 2 years ago, I was studying full time. There was just no space or energy to do this. And actually, now that I think of it, even in 2019, I had started this world peace meditation series. And this is partially because of the Maharishi, I think it's called Maharishi effect, where if a certain percentage of the population comes together to meditate on peace, or I suppose anything that really counteracts all the BS that's happening out in the world, it does have an effect. There's studies that have been done that show that. So with that in mind, I started the World Peace Meditations back in 2019. In November of 2019, I had that impulse and started doing it. And of course, we all know what happened just a matter of months after that. So, and yeah, I was overseas, had to come back to Australia. All of these things happened. So I didn't keep going with it. And also I was doing it by myself, as in leading the meditations by myself. And this time I really want this to be a co-creation. And I do already have some dear friends of mine in France who will be joining me to make this. The idea is to make this a weekly happening. So whether it's every Sunday or every weekend, we're aiming to have basically a little gathering where we all get to come together and focus on our intentions and focus, yeah, our energies on the world we'd like to create. And so today I will do a mini version of that, but I mostly wanted to introduce this with the equinox. I mean, it's the 21st here in Australia already, but so it's the 21st now, then tomorrow morning in less than 24 hours, we have the solar eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse here. And so we've been in this 2 week eclipse portal that has also stirred up a lot of energies, and there's been a lot of clearing on my end at least, and closing old cycles again. And so with today being the 21st, tomorrow the eclipse, and then after that is the official equinox where we shifting seasons, but it's also the exact midpoint where it doesn't matter where in the world you are. We're moving into spring in Australia, and other people in Europe and the US, for instance, will be moving into autumn. So but despite that different change of season, we will all have that midpoint energy where it's the equal amount of time of day and night. So it is a special energy, and I love the fact that it coincides with the eclipse, or the eclipse is actually just before. So it's almost like this portal of like, okay, have you done the work to clear out whatever you needed to clear out? And then less than a day later, I don't know the exact time actually for the equinox, but within 24 hours, I believe, is the equinox point. And I feel like that is such a potent new beginning point, and I'm getting goosebumps as I say that. So that's always confirmation of it being true. So this is kind of like, this is the last, well, less than 24 hours before the eclipse, which is again like a potent transformational point, alchemical point, where I don't know if more things will come up, but it usually does. Eclipses do show us things that need to come to the light, that have been kept in the dark, that were hidden and now need to be seen, confronted, worked through, loved, accepted, reintegrated, or cleansed, cleared, released, whatever the case may be. So yes, this is a potent time for doing the inner work, the shadow work, the inner child work. And then it's almost like, it feels like this second eclipse is really like, okay, have you really looked at your patterns? Have you really done the inner work in the last 2 weeks? Are we ready to go into the new cycle? And then like less than 24 hours later, we're going into the equinox, which really feels this time like it's new beginnings. Also because we just had the 99 portal, 999 even, like, which is the number of ending cycles. So it's been a very, very, and it was 919 on the timer, just as I said that. Wow. A lot of nines, a lot of endings, a lot of closing cycles, old toxic cycles especially. So yeah, and actually with that reminds me that on the 1010, I was also wanting to start a new um, event, which I will share about another time, if that really goes ahead. But for now, I just really wanted to share this new happening, which will, the aim is that it'll happen every single week. We will alternate between who leads the meditation or the focus point. I'm in Australia, so obviously right now I'm doing it at a later time than usual, actually. But yeah, there was noise that happened outside, so I had to delay a little bit. So some of them will be helpful for the Australian and America's kind of time zones, and then some of them will be more appropriate for the European time zones, with two of my dear friends being in France, and they will also be joining and participating in leading the lives. But this is also open, and for that I have already put it in the description box. There's a link that if you are interested in co-creating this event and you would also like to participate and lead one of these sessions, there's a Google form that I've put into the description box that you can fill out, and then we will contact you about yeah, co-hosting one of these lives. So at this point, the aim is kind of to do it every Sunday, but this will depend a little bit also on availabilities from my friends in France, and depending on who else might end up co-hosting this event. But for now, yes, I will take us through a little meditation slash guided moment and see if any channeled messages want to come through, because I did call on the Ascended Masters before going live as well. I did, in case you're not aware, I do also have another channel called Divine Sacred Alchemy, and on there I had posted a video last month with the channeling also from Mary Magdalene, and it was one that really hit home for me, just what I'm sharing, and then the channeling as well. So if you wanted to check that out, I will put it in the comments maybe as well. But otherwise, let's take a moment to tune in with our own heart space, maybe closing our eyes, taking a few deep breaths, just really tuning into your own center, your sense of self, your own body, and your heart space. Ai e lele ye ke te oa ye te ye tamai e lai e lele yo kuto oa ye ya lele ye tayako oa. Shina male ye taka oa lele ye taka. I do receive light language coming through, which is to be felt rather than understood. So simply receiving the codes if it feels aligned for you. Il alayet ayik to oaya tatake eyam ay alayet oaya chik. Hina malayet yake to oaya ayet taka ayet koro taka elalayetaka. It helps go past all the mind thinking, the barriers we hold within ourselves. So letting these codes seep in through your mind, into your body, into your heart space. Al e yotoko omai etelalaye yataka e yalalele. Hina malayeta iyaka aho. Hina malayeta iyana malayekata. Hina malayeta ai elele. We are here to remind you, sweet ones, of the beautiful soul essence that you shine forth from and that you are. Remember, remember, call it back into your bodies. that have sometimes suffered too much and have excarnated your souls from the bodies due to the trauma. This is your invitation to allow your soul essence to come back into your body, anchoring it back in. For it is only by doing so that you are in your own power to anchor these divine divinity codes, these golden age codes onto the earth as well. We are conduits for energies. Our bodies are conduits for energies. And as we allow these frequencies, these high divine God source energies and frequencies to come into our bodies, we allow them to come deeper and deeper onto the earth. And as we allow these frequencies to trickle in and enter and anchor back into our bodies so that they fill us with a divine light, so much so that they end up going through our energetic roots out of our feet and deep, deep down into the earth. This is why you are called conduits of energy. This is why we have previously spoken of the pyramid energetic fields, for their receptors of these divine lights and codes and energies for you to anchor down into the earth. This is what we are here for. This is what you are here for. To anchor down the divinity and divine light codes into the earth, channeling them directly through your body. You are receptacles for energy, of energy, and you always get to choose what you allow through. Yet the more you allow the divine light codes to come through, anchor into your system, flow through your system and down into the earth, the more we can anchor the golden age light codes. It is through the regular practice of doing this, be it daily, weekly, of course, any time is good, but the more often this is done, the more we can anchor these light codes into the earth, and the stronger we make the energetic field of the earth to really welcome, ground, anchor, and amplify the light codes of the new earth. Weaving all the threads of creativity, of abundance, of light codes, of the healing energy work that has been taking place on this planet for eons, but in the last few decades especially, weaving all these threads together by coming all of us together and bringing our energies together. We amplify the codes, we amplify the energies. Hina malayeta ayekete iyo toyukuwa. Hina malaye iyayataka. Hina malaye yatayakata. Hina malayeta yakata. Can you feel these divine light codes? Can you allow these divine light codes to flow into your body, through your body, and then into the earth? Receive the blessings, receive the divine lights, and the more you allow yourself to receive these divine light codes, that feels so amazing. It's making you want to cry, of just the pure delight and bliss of these energies coming through. Are you willing to receive these divine light codes? And by receiving, embodying, amplifying them, you are allowing them to come onto the earth. This is the feminine way, the feminine, the divine feminine principle of healing, the receptivity of the divine light codes rather than doing. And this is why it is so, so, so important that we come into balance, balance being the key word here, with our divine masculine and feminine energies. Ina maye la iyata yako o ayata iya le iyata. Blending the alchemical energies within your own bodies so that the divine intelligence of your own body knows just how to reconcile those energies and allow them to find their own perfect balance within your own bodies again. Weaving in a figure of eight, divine feminine and masculine principles within your own bodies, within your own energetic fields, so that these may also be reintegrated in divine alignment, divine integration, divine realignment and rebalancing upon this planet, upon your societies, upon your earth, within the systems that are guiding your societies right now. The more we allow these energies to come through, the more we allow them to be embedded into the earth, which will help the planet reclaim, readjust, rebalance the earth, the energetic field, and therefore also our energetic field, for we are so much of the time, so often sustained by the earth through what we drink, eat, feel, experience in our physical reality every single day on this earth. Hai anamel eye yata yaku owa yata elele yata yake eyoto mayata. Hinamale yata yaku owa yata yata ila la la yata yaka owa yata ila la yata. Oi ela yata yakama owa yata yata ka eyanamoga. Healing the earth, healing your own vessels, healing your physical bodies, healing the energetic fields around yourself, the planet, the grid lines, grid works, the earth. And do not be deceived into thinking that whatever you do in your own life only affects you. For the energetic work that happens in us individually ripples out into the field around us. And then as we connect in our more and more potent energetic fields, all gets amplified. All the healing work you have done gets amplified again. And not only on this planet, but the energetic field keeps amplifying and rippling out from this planet, affecting the whole solar system and how the planets interact. whatever you do in your own personal life, your own healing work, your own receptivity of these divine light codes ripples out into the whole of the universe. For it is all connected. We are all connected. Every single atom within your body, within your energetic field, within your soul is connected to the rest of the universe. Therefore, there is no separation. That is why quantum physics has now been able to prove that we are the observer and the observed. We are all connected. And our thoughts, our energies, our actions, our ways of being most definitely affect the rest of the planet, of the earth, of our communities, and ultimately the rest of the universe. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us all today. The Ascended Masters are thanking you. White Buffalo Calf Woman, Winged Isis, Hathor, Green Tara, Mother Mary, She of 1,000 Roses, Mary Magdalene, She of 1,000 Wings, Angels, Kuan Yin, and the key code 777, Sophia Dragon Tribe. All here, all thanking you, thanking your higher self for showing up for this session today. And we would love, love, love for you to join us for the continuation of the series, which the next one will be next weekend, hopefully with my dear friend Isabel from France. And again, if you would like to participate in these co-creations, there is the form in the description box where you can fill out the form so we can have a discussion about you co-hosting and co-creating these events. And finally, just a reminder that we are living in really potent times astrologically. We are in a potent eclipse portal. We're just at the end. So whatever is happening for you, I wish you the very best. Remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. Remember to treat whatever comes up, whatever emotions come up for you, with loving kindness. For we are all doing our best. We are all on our healing journeys. So offering that loving kindness to ourselves and the people around us really makes a huge difference. Sending you so much love, and anyone in the replay also, I would love to hear where you are joining us from, and also if you would like to share any intentions. I literally had tears in my eyes receiving all these beautiful divine energies coming through. But yes, if you would like to share your own intentions for this new earth, this golden age, what would you like to bring in, ground in? What energies would you like to amplify and see come true in our everyday reality? For that is also part of the work. We start with the intentions, with grounding in the energy, amplifying the energy. And then, of course, the more we are aligned with those energies on an individual level, the more we act from those places and live our lives from those energetic realities, anchored into the here and now, into our bodies, into our energetic field, and into the earth and the surroundings, be it the environment or the communities around us. Thank you so much for joining us today. Sending you so much love and blessings. Happy eclipse. Happy closing of the eclipse portal tomorrow. And happy equinox for the day after. I'll see if I jump back on for that, but I'm not sure yet. And otherwise, I would love, love, love for you to join us next weekend with our next episode, I guess, of the healing. Um, okay, I wasn't planning on saying that, but healing meditations, because that is part of the journey. It's not just anchoring the new intentions, but also healing, clearing, cleansing, releasing the old. But mostly, I wanted to say part of this anchoring the golden age meditation series, which will hopefully keep going for a long time. But let's see how we go. Sending you so much love and blessings, and wishing you a beautiful Sunday for now.